Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first intermediate stand-up. We are Group Baymax, and let's get started, shall we?
Yes.
So this is our meeting agenda for today. So we'll have our roll call first. So, Angie, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Richard?
Yes, I'm here.
Enzo?
Always here.
All right. So this meeting is going to go, first we're going to have a team check-in, and then we'll have a brief discussion on the Power BI task that we're supposed to do. And then we'll look at our team progress using the Scrum Board, and we'll talk about our next upcoming intermediate stand-up. And then finally, we conclude our meetings. Yeah. So first of all, I would like to check in with all of y'all. And from our previous stand-up, we discovered a small issue regarding our MS project plan. Isn't that right, Richard?
Yes.
So our issue at hand was whether our leveling options would solve our over allocation issues. And have you contacted the stakeholders yet?
Yes, I have contacted the stakeholders, and should I start should I start explaining about the issues?
Yes, sure.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So can you guys see my screen now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clear.
Okay. So I have asked directly with the external stakeholders about whether we are allowed to use the leveling functions to resolve the Part A over allocation task, which we have discussed in our initial stand-ups. The SNS stakeholder mentioned that it is better if we find some other solution instead of straight away using the leveling functions.
Okay.
And actually, me and Akmal also have another solutions which we have also proposed and asked to the external stakeholders, which is to add another business analysis. So now we have two business analysis. So if you take a look in our resource sheet, initially we only have one. That's why we have the over allocation task.
Yeah.
And then we managed to find the solution, which is to add another business analysis. So we have two business analysis. So if you take a look at it again here. So we assign the second business analysis to the project A6, which is the review plan. So by assigning the second business analysis, we have now resolved all the over allocation tasks.
Yeah. So I think through this solution, I think our main goal is to like efficiently do the plan by, even though the resources increase, but this would allow our project to actually complete on time with no overworking of any of the employees any of the team members that are doing the project. So I think this is actually a really good solution, to be honest, because this actually it's resolved all of our over allocation issues. For tentatively, I think we can go ahead with this solution for now. If there are any other issues or changes that needs to occur, we can bring it up in the following intermediate stand-ups and then look into it then and there. Okay.
Okay. Just to add a bit more. So just to mention, for the end date now is going to be 15 October, which is previously, if I'm not mistaken, is 18, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. However,
so
the budget increased slightly, but the duration slightly decreased.
Yeah, I think the decreased duration would actually satisfy our stakeholders in order to, it gives them a faster completion date, right? So that is actually a good thing. So I think we'll be able to convince our stakeholders to increase the budget. So we will look into that very soon. All right, thank you, Richard. I think now we're going to move on to our brief discussion on Power BI. So, Angie, Enzo, are you ready?
Yes.
Please share your screen when you're ready.
Okay. So me and Angie are responsible for the Power BI part, and for now, this is our progress that we have made. Wait, let me share my screen. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
So basically, this is from what we have attained in the information PDF that was given to us. So me and NG have made, I've made the financial performance tab, and NG has made the cash movement tab. So from the previous part, they have given us a lot of CSV files. So we have managed to create a relationship between the date, the calendar, the bank summary, invoices, and profit loss statement. So if you guys look closely in the financial performance tab, so we have made a few metrics that we think are quite important. So the first one is, of course, the total income and obviously the total cost. So we can see whether they're making profit or not. And then we have also divided the profit to gross profit and the net profit. And yeah, overview of the from 2019 to 2021. It shows that total income is higher, so there is actually a profit, but there are probably some if you guys see on the slicer here, there are probably some quarter where it experiences losses, like less losses or anything. So you can just look at it one by one to make sure that it is best suited on your one thing. Probably after that, we have also conducted the September values, which is there's a gross profit margin and net profit margin. It shows that it's quite large, 69.92%, with net profit margin 38.64%. So it means that after deducting all the costs and tax, it has 38.64%. And this is the revenue versus cost allocation. Net profit over time, as I've mentioned earlier, is very fluctuating. So yeah, in some cases, in August, like end of the quarter, second quarter, it's very low, while on the June, it's going to be quite high. So yeah, basically that is what I have done for the financial performance tab, and maybe Angie would like to explain something about the cash movement tab.
So I just want to add something. So we are supposed to create the values for September, which is the gross profit and the profit margin in percentage, and also the total revenue and cost, right? And then since the informations are not given, so what me and Enzo did was we calculated using a basic accounting formula.
Yeah, I forgot to mention.
Another spreadsheet, and then we imported that spreadsheet into Power BI, and then we are able to construct all of these graphs.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be honest, I am not really sure whether we're doing it correctly, so we may have to consult with the stakeholders as well.
All right. So far, I think what you've done so far is actually a pretty good job. So as we can see that the visualization is actually pretty clear as to how our revenue and costs and net profits actually change over time. So for now, I think the method we have used is correct, but I understand your concern as to whether the method that you have used is correct. So we'll be able to look into that through consultation with our stakeholders, and we'll see as to like if our method actually gets approved. Then after that, we can move ahead. Yeah.
Yes.
So is there anything else you would like to add on for Power BI? So I would like to know, how is your task performing? Like, is there anything left that you'll need to do? Anything you're unsure of?
Yeah, so we are not sure with the gross profit and net profit margin calculation and total revenue and cost, and we haven't done the part 2C and 3A, which is the accounts receivable and payable table, as well as the data table. So maybe after this, me and Enzo will have to continue and figure out how to complete that part.
Yeah, after the meeting, I think we'll take it offline and we'll discuss about this more in depth. Okay. So I think so far you'll have actually done a really good job in terms of visualizing using Power BI. So if there is nothing more, I think we'll move on to our Scrum Board. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes. Maybe Akmal can share the screen. Or...
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So hold on. Just give me a second. All right. So our work here, we are currently working on our project management. I think we have so far completed our initial stand-up, right? Which was done a few days ago. So I think we can move that to completed.
Yes.
Yeah. So performing, planning, and scheduling. What do you think? What's the update on it?
So we
I
have
think
I think we have completed, so we can move
To
Yeah.
to the completed section.
All right. So MS project plan, we have resolved our leveling issues. I believe we can also move that to completed.
Yeah.
All right.
but guys, shouldn't you guys want to ask the external stakeholders whether like your method of solving that is the best one?
So
do
far,
you
we've
think?
consulted our stakeholders. We've
Mhm.
actually presented our solutions, and I think our final actual adjustment will be done before the next intermediate stand-up. So, okay, we believe that we keep it back on working, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Just to
Yeah.
So
make sure.
finalize everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Task 2 data model. So that's completed, I guess. Yeah.
Yep. We have completed it.
We have also created the relationship, the one that Enzo just showed us.
All right. Data schema.
Yeah.
We have completed
Yeah.
also.
All right. So dashboarding, this is under, I would put it under working because there's
Yes, it's
a
still
few
in
more.
progress.
Yes.
Yeah. And then our dashboarding data visualization as well. And then what about task 1?
I believe it's still working.
Yeah.
Maybe, or yeah, it's still
I
working.
think all of the tasks under the dashboarding data visualization, we should put them under working section.
Yeah.
As we haven't really completed all of the tasks.
Yeah, but we have started it though.
All of them under.
Task 5 also.
Yeah.
Put it under working.
Great.
All right. So we still have a backlog of documentation, final project report, stakeholder presentation, and our intermediate stand-up is under working, which is currently happening right now. And then we have our intermediate stand-up 2 that's coming in a few days, and our final stand-up. And then these are upcoming tasks that we need to complete. So I guess that then before next stand-up, what do you guys think that we need to prioritize?
Of course, the project, the MS project.
Final
I would say, I would
Yeah,
say
I think-
we'll just finish everything for the MS project first.
Yeah, I think we'll get our final wording from our stakeholders and finish the leveling issue off. So I guess we made really good progress in terms of how much tasks actually we completed. So that's actually a good thing. And then we have some tasks which are still needs to be completed, as in like our MS project. We'll make sure we'll try to complete it, finalize it by next stand up, so we can move ahead with Power BI and to the rest of the backlog. So yeah. I think that's it for the for our Scrum board. Hold on, just give me a second. All right. So our conclusion of meeting is that we already discussed about our MS project issues and we came up with solutions. And there are certain tasks that need to be completed within the Power BI as well.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking into that in the next intermediate stand-up. And so far as a Scrum Master for today's meeting, I'm very satisfied about all the progress. And I think in a few days you will be notified by email as to when the intermediate stand-up will be, and then we'll meet then.
Yes.
So thank you for meeting. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.